are real, we're putting our real personality out there on social media. We are vulnerable, and we're letting people know that just because we're coaches, it doesn't mean that we don't struggle like everybody else with our workouts or with our nutrition or our business. When we are inviting somebody to this opportunity, or when somebody is ready to join one of our challenge groups, a lot of times that is one of the most vulnerable points in their life, and they're trusting us. So it's very important that we really have empathy towards that, and we really make sure that we are there to help them, and we let them know that it's okay that they're struggling, and it's okay that they're scared to take that step, because we were scared once, and we took it anyway. And look at what happened to us, and we want to be able to help them. Find points in their story that you can relate to. Whether it was you, whether it was a family member who struggled with something, whether you know of a success story of a coach on your team or another challenger who struggled with something similar, and you can say, look what they did. And when they get scared and when they get worried and they have all of these reasons why they feel like they can't do it, all of those reasons why they can't are reasons why they should. And we need to help them understand that. The next tip is to be confident. I don't care if you're a new coach. I don't care if you have never sold a challenge pack in your life. I don't care if you have never hit Success Club. You post about your challenge groups and this business opportunity like you run the best challenge groups that this network has ever seen. I ran 3 challenge groups with nobody in them before I had anybody say yes to me. I kept telling people, I have my next group starting. I have my next group starting. I have people who are getting great results. And finally, I got somebody because I had confidence. You need to talk about how if you don't have a success story, find one. Find somebody that you can relate to. There are hundreds and thousands of success stories that you can use to share with people, to share with potential challengers. And don't be wishy-washy in your invites. When you reach out to somebody, you don't want to say, hey, so I'm not sure if you'd be interested in this. You may not want to do it, but because if you come across that way and say, I don't know if this is something that would interest you, it's probably not going to interest them. But if you say, I have this opportunity for you, I think you'd be great at it, I would love to help you, chances are they'll be a lot more open to hearing what you have to say if you're confident about it and if you can stand behind it. Brand yourself. This is so important, guys. And I know it's something that a lot of us are very passionate about. I know Danielle has said from time to time, we could put our products on the shelves of Walmart and Target and they do just fine. People are going to respond to you and what you have to offer them and what is going to make you unique. That's what they want. They can get a Beachbody program anywhere. What are you going to do to support them? How are you going to help them? What can you offer them? And when you can show that, you are going to attract the people that you want in your business. Make a list. So simple, but we can't operate without a list. And the most important thing is to not prejudge the people that we put on that list. It's critical. Doesn't matter if you think they'd say no. Put them down anyway. You have no idea what goes on in somebody else's life off of Facebook. When I started this opportunity, broke as a joke was probably an understatement. My parents never knew about it until I started sharing my story and how grateful I was for this opportunity. Now I share that with people. Nobody knew what was going on with me, but I shared it. Thankfully, my mom invited me to this opportunity 3 years ago, because I don't know where I'd be without it. There are going to be people that you put on that list that you think would be fantastic for this business. They're gonna be the people you're terrified to invite the most. Invite them anyway. Because the worst that's gonna happen is they're gonna say it's not a good time, or they're not interested. And then you have your answer. But you may have somebody that is on that list that's waiting for you to reach out to them. And that's gonna go into my next tip, which is fear goes both ways. I think we tend to forget that when we realize how scared we get to invite people to this opportunity or invite people to a challenge group. We think that we're the only ones with fear. We think that we are the only people in the world who get scared of things or worry about if somebody's gonna tell us no. You never know when you're gonna reach out to somebody because you think that you really could make a difference in their lives, and they say to you, I've been waiting for you to reach out to me. I've wanted to say something to you, but I've been too afraid. And at that moment, you know that when you fight that fear and you send that invitation anyway, you've just changed somebody's life. That fear of inviting is about getting out of your comfort zone. We want to get out of our comfort zone. We want to be risk takers. Take a risk and invite somebody, because risk takers are world changers, and we are in the business of changing lives. So fight that fear. And we want to be consistent. It's so simple. But we talk about how we design this business to fit around our lives. But when life gets busy, some of us tend to fall off. And we don't invite as much. But if you have that consistency and you can show how you integrate this business around your lives, people are gonna realize that this business fits into everything in any capacity we want it to fit in. If it's something you want to do part-time, fit it into your life, but don't drop off the face of the earth. I can guarantee you with the social media presence that she has, if Danielle stopped posting on Facebook for 3 days, people would wonder what happened to her. They'd be like, where'd she go? Because they know that she's always there. She is consistent with her workouts, with sharing what she's doing in her life on social media. Be consistent. Don't be somebody who drops off when life gets busy. Fit it in around your life. Because when life slows down and somebody is ready to make that change, they're gonna remember the coaches that they saw on their feed that were consistent during that busy season, not the coaches that dropped off. So before I close out, I just wanna go back to the topic of how fear can go both ways. And this is something that is really important to me because my mom didn't give up on me when she invited me to this opportunity. She wore me down for 3 or 4 months before I would even try Shakeology. But she didn't give up on me. So I don't care if you haven't had a transformation. I want to know what this opportunity has done for you. I don't care if you're a brand new coach. I don't care if you've been struggling to get to Emerald for months. I don't care if you've never had a single Success Club point. If this business has changed your life, if you are somebody who is healthier, happier, maybe you've made friendships through this network, maybe you are more financially free or debt free. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of income or success in this business. If this opportunity has changed you, just put your hand in the air for me. Okay. What if your sponsor was too afraid to invite you to this opportunity? Where would you be today? And why would we ever want to deprive anybody of this opportunity and what it can do for us? you and be you boldly. And have courage and fight that fear. Because when you fight that fear and you get out of your comfort zone, amazing things will happen in this business. Because the one person that you may invite, even if you're scared, you may change their life. You may save their life. You never know what's going on with them. They may invite somebody who ends up losing 100 pounds and is able to walk their kid down the aisle. Fight the fear, and you will teach your teams to grow and to take risks. Thanks, guys.